What's going on, guys? It is Steve with Mouse Secrets with another video today. A little bit of a different topic. Something I haven't discussed on this channel before, maybe only in like casual conversation, maybe during like a live stream or something like that, but not a topic that I've really brought up or done a separate video for. But I wanted to do one here today. By the way, it is Labor Day at the time of recording this video, so happy Labor Day. Hope you guys are all having an awesome weekend, relaxing. Hopefully you're off, not putting in any labor. Hopefully you're at home or whatever you're doing to enjoy the holiday. But anyway, happy Labor Day. So, if you could tell by the title to this video, we're going to talk about Star Wars The Acolyte. And it's a story that seems to won't die. And it seems like Disney wants this to die, and it still will not go away. Slowly but surely, I think it's kind of making its way out, but it's not fully gone yet. And the reason why I wanted to discuss it today was because one of the lead actors in The Acolyte. Okay, let me just back up real quick, in case if you guys aren't familiar. So The Acolyte was the most recent iteration of a Disney Star Wars Plus show, a show for Star Wars on Disney Plus, just wrapped up a couple of weeks ago. And all in all, it was just an abject failure. Did absolutely horrible. It's the worst performing Disney Plus thing ever. Maybe not show ever, but definitely Star Wars show ever. And from what I understand, it costed upwards of $180 million to make this show. 8 episodes? I believe that's all it was 8 episodes. Can you imagine $180 million to make one show for Disney Plus, right? And that one show bombs and does absolutely horrible and doesn't do anything to help bring up subscriber counts or anything like that to Disney Plus. If anything, maybe it just hurt it, because once people watch an episode or two or just saw the reviews of it, they're just like, you know what? I was only keeping my Disney Plus subscription for the new Star Wars show. And I watched the first episode or two. I think they released 2 episodes at the beginning of the series back to back. So you could watch 2, hopefully to get you hooked. But you maybe watch those 2 episodes. You're like, this is awful. I'll just cancel my subscription. I don't have to watch any more of this. I don't care where the story goes. If you could even find a story in there, which is probably half the argument. The Acolyte, overwhelmingly reviewed for absolutely terrible acting, horrific storytelling, maybe just the worst Star Wars story we've gotten. Hard to believe, because we've gotten some pretty bad ones here over the years. But some people say this is worse than The Last Jedi or something, and Rise of Skywalker. But anyway, me personally, I did watch The Acolyte. I did. You know what though? I watched it because, number one, I already have a Disney Plus subscription. I'm not canceling it because I do find value for myself and family with Disney Plus to watch some of the old catalog or whatever that's on there. Nothing. It's nice to just be able to go watch The Lion King or something for a few minutes, or pop in The Mermaid or whatever. But if there's a new series that comes to Disney Plus, to me that's just like a little bit of an extra bonus, and we'll watch it or something. But so I watched The Acolyte. I thought it was bad. I mean, I did. I thought it was terrible. But I will say, I watched it every week. Not because I was excited to watch it. I watched it every week for the train wreck aspect of it. It was a train wreck, and I like good train wrecks. Look, I doom scroll on TikTok. I doom scroll on Twitter or whatever. And to me, watching The Acolyte on Disney Plus as a Star Wars fan was no different than doom scrolling. I just wanted to see how bad it could get, how cringy it could get. And I'm just shocked when I think about it that they spent $180 million, more than big budget movies in Hollywood. And that's the best that they could come up with. I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around it. There had to have been somebody there, someone that was there. Just you know what? I think we're doing something wrong here. Something's not right or whatever. But overall, the acting's been horrible. And then the marketing behind the show, I think, was bad. And, some of the actors or the actress going out and making a whole video basically just criticizing the critics, or the fans, really. The fans, who are the critics of the show, especially in the modern world we live in. I mean, the fans get to go on YouTube and criticize it. They get to go on Twitter and criticize it, whatever. And so making a whole video attacking the fans was not the way probably to go either. But so anyway, I'm just trying to bring you up to speed in case if you're not familiar. So that's The Acolyte. Anyway, so there's been a petition ever since. Small little group of folks out there that really. Okay, so let me back up. Hold on. Oh, I got to back up. So Disney announced last week season 2 is not happening. There is not going to be another season of The Acolyte. Disney's canceled the show. They've even pulled all of the merchandise off of the Disney store for The Acolyte. Not going to lie, I didn't even know that there was Disney merchandise for The Acolyte. I had no idea. And don't forget, like, I'm a massive Disney merchandise person. You know what I mean? Like, we're Mouth Secret. So I should know these things. And I didn't even know that there was merchandise for the Acolyte, because I started thinking about it. I was like, I've never seen any merchandise for the Acolyte in and around Walt Disney World, at Disney Springs, at the World of Disney, at Magic Kingdom, Galaxy's Edge, wherever. I've never seen Acolyte merchandise. So apparently there was some stuff, though, that was, in fact, on the Disney Store website. But anyway, Disney yanked all that merchandise. So in a way, like, Disney is trying to erase the past, I think, with this one. But where I'm going now with it is that since the season 2 was canceled, there is a portion of the fandom, Star Wars fandom out there, small minority portion, that really, really, really want to see a season 2 of this show created. And I don't in any way believe that it's because they enjoyed the story or something. It's more just political, that type of thing. I don't get into that stuff on this channel, but I think you guys know where I'm going with that. They're very they found like a political thing in the show, and they want to see it continue, and they take it personally that the show was just a failure. Shows fail, movies fail, bad entertainment comes out all the time. And when that happens, you just move on from it. You make something else. Studios do something else. This is not Disney's first failure. It won't be their last failure. And Disney will just keep right on trucking and make more entertainment, hopefully better entertainment. You lick your wounds, you keep on going. But there's like an online, more just like on Twitter, push to really like just press on Disney to make a second season of this show. Which isn't happening. I'll be shocked if Disney would actually agree to do that, considering how much money has been lost on this endeavor. But today, or happened, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, one of the main actors in the show who played I don't know if I should call him I guess we call him a Sith Lord, Sith or something. I don't know. The writing was so bad, I'm not even exactly sure what he would be, but we would call him a bad guy. The bad guy, and it's bad enough as a Star Wars fan, I should know his name. Manny Jacinto. Hold on, I'll pull it up for you guys. Let's do like that. There it is. Manny Jacinto. He was at I don't know what this was exactly. What is it? Does it tell us what it was? I don't even know, but he was at some type of Organ Con. Is that what it says? Dragon Con. I'm sorry. Organ Con. Dragon Con. So Manny Jacinto was at Dragon Con yesterday, and I'll play a little clip for you here. Hold on one second. Let's get this up. We can listen to what he had to say here.
A gold one?
Let's listen to this. Basically, they asked him, I don't know what they asked him, but the reply is the important thing. Let's listen to it together. Here we go. Make it a little bigger.
Gold one? To achieve? Yeah. Something else that...
I think they asked him, what is your life dream to achieve? That's what it was. What's your life dream to achieve? What is the number one thing in life you want to achieve? So that's where we're going with this. Okay.
A gold one? To achieve? Yeah. Something else that you want to make sure you do before you leave this morning.
There you go. Something else you want to make sure. Life goal.
Season 2 of The Acolyte?
So clearly, the actor or whatever, the actor wants a season 2 of The Acolyte. Wanting things, getting things is two different things. Again, these are the actors. Number one, this guy has already been paid to do the movie or the TV show. I don't have much of an opinion on it, but if I were in his shoes, I'd probably I'll move on. There's going to be more things that I can act in and participate in and get a paycheck from. And why, unless you're just trying to play into a small group of fans or something, what's your lifelong goal? To have a season 2 of The Acolyte, which is not happening. Disney's not going to dump another $200 million into their worst performing TV show on their streaming service. Not happening. It makes no sense. And, anyway, actually, it's interesting because I saw too, yesterday, someone created another petition, and this petition is to decanonize The Acolyte. Which, you know what? I think it's fine. Although I don't even know, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I think you guys know that from this channel. I don't even necessarily consider it canon anyway, because it's just such a pointless. It was such a pointless show that didn't have any. It just was written so bad. I don't consider it part of canon. But I guess technically it's canon. So there's a petition out there to count. So there's a petition that's begging for a season 2. There's now a petition out there begging to just wipe this thing out of the canon for Star Wars altogether. Let's just pretend like it never happened. which is fine. You know, I mean, part of it's like, if you just don't like, this is how I look at it. If you just don't like something, then you just pretend like it didn't happen anyway. I don't need like the studio to tell me this is part of canon or it's not part of canon. I mean, to me, like the Star Wars sequel trilogy, it means nothing to me because I just didn't like it. So I'll just never watch it again. And my Star Wars story ends with Luke Skywalker redeeming the father or whatever. Like that's the end of the story for me there. And, you know, anything else is just kind of like fanny fiction-y or something. But like the Disney Star Wars sequel trilogy, like I just don't count it. You know, whether I'm told I'm supposed to count it or not, I don't count it, you know, like that's fine. It's just part of being a fan of something. I always bring this up. It's like Godfather 3. Like, it's awful. I don't count Godfather 3. I mean, 1 and 2 are classics forever, and the third one's a total bust and a total disaster, and that's just how I look at it or something. And now I treat the Acolyte no different. It means nothing to me in the story anyway. Like, you know, you have the prequels. It's all George Lucas's story, right? Like, he wrote this thing out. Say what you will about the prequels, but the prequels, I've said it before, like, I don't feel like George Lucas is the greatest. He's an amazing, one of the best in my generation, or our generation's storytellers. Amazing storyteller. But he always had a hard time maybe putting it onto the screen. Fair enough. You know, like corny dialogue, that type of thing. Like, hard time putting it onto the screen visually. That would be how I would describe the prequels. Like the prequels, if you think about it, like the story is amazing. It's an awesome story. It just flows beautifully. All episode 1 through episode 6 just flows so nicely. Maybe just not told in the best way, or not put on screen in the best way. But everything else outside of George Lucas, to me, I just pick and choose what I like. And the Acolyte, I don't like it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just more like, why are you pushing, like, why is your life goal is not to make a season 2 of the Acolyte? You're just playing or whatever, and you got your paycheck. Be happy that you even got to participate in something like that. And I just think people just need to get over it. Get over it. Like, shows fail. It's a fail. And it's not the end of the world. There'll be more Star Wars. I was actually, you know what, maybe like my opinion is also this. I'll just share this real quick. I don't think Star Wars does good on TV anyway. I think Star Wars needs to go back to the big screen. They need to be movies, well thought out, trilogies, well written, yank the politics out of it. The number one goal of Star Wars should not have anything to do with the social dynamics or the politics or anything. It should just be a really cool, adventurous, fun story. And if the talent is there to write it and create it, then so be it. But if there's no talent left to put a story out like that the general masses are going to enjoy, then maybe it's time to just bury Star Wars for once and for all. I'm happy. There's enough Star Wars for me out there. Episodes 1 through 6, some of the Clone Wars stuff is fun. You know, of the Disney sequels, no, but you know, there's some cool. Oh, Rogue One was fine. I enjoyed Rogue One. Rogue One was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Pretty easy story though, I think, to put together. And I'm looking forward to Andor season 2. If you want to know that, I enjoyed Andor season 1. I can't wait for Andor season 2. I think it's a very safe story. Andor was safe. I know people said it was boring. I get it. It's not like lightsabers and stuff, but it's just a cool story. Well-written story. Maybe that's what it is. Like a lot of times, like I just enjoy something that's well-written that I can get into. I enjoy the story. I enjoy Twilight Zone because it's some of the best written 25-minute, episodes of television. I don't need it's not all about the glitz and the glamour and the special effects and stuff for me. Even with Star Wars, it's about the story. The story of Star Wars is what's awesome. Not so much I get like the effects thing is cool too. Don't get me wrong. But we all want to see lightsabers and spaceships and that type of thing. But I think you know where I'm going. Cool story, cool story, cool story. That's what I want. Anyway, Acolyte petition to get a season 2. Ain't happening. I don't think Disney's going to fork that kind of money out. If, I forgot his name already. If Manny Jacinto wants a season 2 of the Acolyte, maybe he'll have to do it as a fan film on his own, or fan show on his own on a YouTube channel or something. I don't think Disney's going to go with that. I don't know why they would. And a petition to decanonize the Acolyte, I think it's funny. It's just done in jest. It's just to kind of make fun of the folks that are really going crazy and wanting a season 2. And you know what? In your mind, you can decanonize anything. So just decanonize it in your mind. Enjoy it for the train wreck it was, as I did. All right, guys, that's a wrap on the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments. Did you watch The Acolyte? Are you hoping for a season 2? Or are you hoping to decanonize this thing? Let me know. Season 2, decanonized. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. Make sure your notifications are on. Give the video a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And again, we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have a great one.